Hey Naturally Curly World, I'm April, and today I'm going to be reviewing Deirda and Laney Rob Train.
I know you may think that your future looks bleak.
Mom's in jail and the power's out.
What if we lose the house?
You guys know what's great about being in here? It's therapeutic.
I'm gonna rob the train.
What?
I'm going to start off with the Flora and Curl Refresh Clay Wash. So this is some intense stuff. I'm going to have to DIY, mix it up like a mask. I can't wait. Then after that, I'm going to give myself a second wash, I think, because it's been, not going to lie, it's been a second. So we're going to go through with the Dad Ultra Nourishing Cleansing Oil. So today's a special day. I'm going to be using two totally non-traditional cleansers, cashmere and caviar. I'm going to be deep conditioning with this. Then I'm going to be treating my scalp with the Sasha Inchi oil from Sasha Pure. It's from Peru. Thanks, Peru. We're going to follow up with the Entwine Aphrodisia leave-in, Cream of Nature with their Perfect 7 leave-in treatment, because I may or may not have some heat styling in store today. And then last but not least, I'm going to follow up with my Frank Juice, just because it makes my hair smell good. Alright guys, so this is what the Flora and Curl Clay Wash looks like, all mixed up. Looks like some nice, delicious oatmeal. We're in a small town. That's where we find our heroine, Deirdra. She's a senior in high school. She has college aspirations. She's trying desperately, you know, to get an education and get out of her small town. And we open with her getting paid to help people cheat. So that's what you do when you're a smart kid, but you're also a poor kid, but you're also an ambitious kid, and I can definitely get behind that. We see her little sister Laney, who is just cute as a button. Her sister Laney is going through a pageant process that's done by their school, but their mom's in jail. So yeah, that's a thing. There's not a working adult in the house, so where's the money for the light bill and for food gonna come from? Deirdra, who's the older and more enterprising one, because, I mean, now she has to be, gets the idea that they're gonna start robbing the train that goes by. Deirdra is gonna go to college whether everyone around her likes it or not, because she's not letting this town trap her like it did everybody else. Alright, so I gotta let this goop sit on me for 10 minutes. And then we'll come back with some more about the characters. To put an 18-year-old all of a sudden in charge of raising two younger siblings, not just babysitting for a night, but for the foreseeable future, legally in charge of feeding and housing two other children, that's a lot. Their dad, though, that's an interesting character. So he actually still lives and works in the town that they live in, and any of the kids can go visit him at basically any time. They know that he works at the train yard, and he's not inaccessible, he's just not in the house, which is a really interesting dynamic. The way he helps his children is by helping them learn how to steal better, which is kind of hilarious. Last character of note is the detective, who has noticed that, this train's getting robbed a lot. Because you can't pull off the level of heists that they are without some attention. Alright, I'm gonna go try this oil rinse, and then I'm gonna talk to y'all a little bit about blended families and social justice. Alright you guys, so I have the caviar and cashmere on my head right now, so as I'm deep conditioning, let's get into some deep talk. I'm gonna condition some more though, because I'm what, you guys? Extra. The movie does dip into a lot of the politics surrounding our education system and the opportunities that children do and don't have to either better their situations where they are or to learn and take their skill set elsewhere should they so choose. But it was never thought in anybody's head that I wasn't going to go to school, and that's not the reality for a lot of people, and I thought that it was really good that this film addressed that. It's like, hey, just because we went to trade school or we're in our 30s and up still working a customer service job doesn't mean that we're not people. It doesn't mean that we don't have hopes and dreams and dignity, and I was just like, yes. So while I sit and ruminate on this, I'm gonna come back hit myself with all these styling products because it's going to be something really, really elaborate, you guys. I'm going to marinate a little bit more, and then we'll talk about the pros and cons of the movie. Okay, you guys, so I've deep conditioned. I've sprayed my hair with this other leave-in so that we can get me heat protected here. Leave-in condition, and then I hit my scalp with the Sacha Inchi oil, so that's why I'm looking all nice and extra shiny right now. Now I'm going to take out my spoolies. I'm already doing a twist, so it's going to be like a nice dried, stretched twist out, but I'm going to add something to it by putting the spoolies just right on the ends of my hair to give it that extra curl. Unfortunately, watching this movie is a lot like watching one of those made-for-TV Disney movies where it's a little bit, some of the delivery is a little bit corny, and there are a lot of moments where the direction isn't as up to par for a feature film as I would have liked it to be. But because of the mature situations and some of the language in it, even though I would recommend, it's recommended watching as far as I'm concerned for teenagers, it's not for every household. The curls came out really nicely, so what we're gonna do right now is cover them on up. Yeah. And then I'm gonna reach for my box from Candy Coated Curls. I'm so proud. I'm gonna call her Candace. I will give it a 4 out of 5 stars instead of a 5 out of 5 because that direction, that kind of made-for-TV Disney movie stuff, it gets to be a little grating at points. I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Remember, we do watch and goes every Wednesday, so make sure that you like this video because you know that you did. Share it around, spread the love, and subscribe to us because we're gonna be back here next week with another one for you. Bye-bye.